Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to another video. Have an exciting one here today. Pretty much I'm going to be revealing the grades that I received on my latest submission to Arena Club. But what I did this time is I went through the whole list, graded the cards myself, did a self-assessment, and we'll see how far off my personal grades are from what Arena Club has given these particular cards. And I have marked up images showing where I personally thought things went astray with some of the cards that I submitted. One card I graded actually was cracked from a slab that was a PSA 10, so keep watching to see what that gets, but let's jump right into it. All right, so here we go, revealing cards. Like I said, like a normal video, I'm gonna talk about each individual card, talk about what grade I gave it, and let's see what grade Arena Club gave it. So here we go. All right, here's the first one. It's loading. All right, okay. So right off of the bat, this is the card that I submitted to Arena Club that was a PSA 10. I submitted this card to Arena Club as kind of a fun, I guess as a fun little test. This card received a 10 from PSA, and actually it got a 9.5 on the corners and a 9 on the edges. But yeah, this was a PSA 10. So what are your thoughts on that? My thoughts is that pretty much, I could probably crack 10 PSA 10s, and they're, not guaranteed to get all 10s from Arena Club. I think it's just really hard because grading partially is subjective, and when you have like all of these scales and, have not subgrades from PSA, it's hard to really know why things get what they get. But very interesting that this got a 9.5. So let's keep going. All right, so we have Nemesis here from the Beam team, and actually I said I graded it a 9 instead of a 9.5, and I said centering was an issue. So that is actually the case of what Arena Club put. They put a 9 on the centering and a 9.5 on the corners. I did not say anything about the corners, so that's actually not bad. That's pretty accurate, only a half point off. All right, Luka Doncic 10. I put Luka Doncic as a 9. I graded it more harshly than they graded it, but they said there's a little bit of everything: centering, corners, and surface. I actually put centering as well as a note, tad off to the right. So pretty cool to get a 10 here. Yeah, I rated it personally as a 9. So still kind of in line with what I thought the grade would get. So that's pretty cool. 3 cards already. My grades have not been all that far off. I haven't been outside of 1 full point in my grading so far. Okay, Japan's finest 10. For the Asian PC, got Shohei and Ichiro on the same card. How can you not like this card? Corners and edges got a little bit of a ding here. I gave this a 10, and Arena Club gave it a 10. So maybe I should be a grader. Who knows? Okay, coming up next, Tiger Woods Orem card got a 9. I rated this card as a 9.5. So I rated this a 9.5 because of the surface on the top and the corners in the bottom right, and then maybe some edges. And yeah, oh, this one only got surface of 8.5. And this card looks terrible in this image because it's rarely reflective, so I'm sure it's hard on their cameras, but hard to say. But maybe the image looks so funny. I rated it a 9.5. Arena Club gave it a 9, all because of the surface. Oh, it gave corners a 9. And I said corners were okay. All right, so that's that. Okay, Serena Williams got a 10. It missed out on centering and corners. This is the number 100 card with her in her racket. And I said a 10 as well. So boom, we are looking pretty good in terms of the delta on some of these grades that I gave and some of the grades that Arena Club gave. So let's keep on going here. Happy to get a 10 with the Serena. Oh, the Undertaker. So these action pack cards are probably really hard to grade. This one got a 6, but you know what? Your boy put a 7. So actually not far off, especially because this card is so old. This is from old. It's from 1994. Yeah, and it got a really bad rating on the surface, a 5.5. So I submitted this because, Undertaker, why not have him in the PC? But yeah, pretty much, yeah, I was expecting like a 7, and I thought maybe it was being a little bit too easy on it, but hey, only 1 point off. So of all the grades that I've revealed, I have not been more than a point off. All right, coming up next, let's go. Jack Nicklaus. So I thought this was going to do pretty well. It got an 8. This is the statistical leader card. Yeah, this is the card from 1981. So pretty happy with an 8 overall. I gave it personally, and I gave it an 8 as well. So Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty decent here. I said, okay, there's going to be scuffs on the top, and the top and back in terms of the centering might be a little off. Oh, and they got me really bad on the surface. In the surface, I put okay. So right on the dot with this rating and my personal rating. So still, nothing outside of 1 point. Okay, Tiger Woods, we have the Arkwell. This is kind of like an insert that's not super highly printed in the metal series. I also put a 9. Okay, this is actually pretty interesting. Maybe I should become a grader. Bottom right corner was kind of messed up. Okay, yeah, and the cornerings were messed up. So I'm not too far off in terms of these grades and what I submitted and what is coming back from Arena Club. Kristi Yamaguchi with the 7.5. Okay, yeah. I mean, Sports Illustrated for kids, we have the AZN PC 7.5 on the Kristi Yamaguchi. What did I say it was? I said it was going to get an 8, so still not bad at all. I am very kind of excited and like, you know, this makes grading a little bit more fun trying to guess the grades. And then, yeah, pretty much corners on the Sports Illustrated for kids cards might be pretty tough because it's all perforated, and then surface on a 1992 card getting a 7, not very surprising. So let's keep going. Okay, Kurt Rambis for the Santa Clara PC, 8.5 on the card and 10 on the auto. I didn't do any auto grades, but maybe I should try to do that in my next video. But yeah, 8.5 on the card. Let's see, I put a 9, so still not far off. I said the top edges were gonna have some issues, and the edges was the lowest score. Oh no, the corners were really low score. But yeah, you can even see in this picture that the edges are pretty low. So yeah, we're in alignment there. Not, like I said, still not more than a point off. All right, next up. Kyle Shanahan with the 9.5. I think I gave this a 10. I wonder what I got dinged on. Surface centering, most dinged on surface and corners. This came straight from Panini in a top loader, so I'm pretty bummed that that got what it did. For the Kyle Shanahan, I put a perfect 10, but it got a 9.5. All right, what's coming up next? 18 cards left. Michelle Kwan with the 8. So this did a little bit better than the Kristi Yamaguchi. Sports Illustrated for kids cards. Lowest ranked was the corners again because, hey, it's perforated, so it's probably going to be tough. Everything else did pretty good. What did I put for Michelle Kwan? I gave it an 8 as well. Okay, this is pretty exciting. Got to have her for the AZN PC. 17 cards left. Ooh, 9.5 for Authentic Moments. I was hoping to get a 10 here. But hey, I'll take the Tiger Woods MJ card as a 9.5. Yeah, didn't get the 10, but got the 9.5. So what did I get dinged on here? I thought everything was okay. The corners. So yeah, maybe Arena Club's pretty tough on the corners. I thought the corners were okay, and I don't have anything in my notes saying that the corners were off. So, all right, let's keep going. Okay, Sabrina Ionescu, a cut above, got a 9. I love these cut above die cut cards. I gave this one a 9 as well. I said personally that the back edges could have been a little bit messed up. And I can't tell in this picture, but edges definitely scored lower or as lowest, and centering too. I don't know how they rate centering on die cut cards, but yeah, so be it. Okay, a perfect 10 on the other Ionescu card. This is a Gaudi card from Goodwin Champions, and it scored low on everything except for edges. I said there's probably like a backline. I gave it a 9.5, so I graded it harsher. But yeah, there was a backline that I did see, so maybe that's there, and that's why surface got a half point off. But yeah, I mean, pretty close once again. Oh, Jalen Green with the 10. So I actually got this card for free off of the Whatnot app in a pack. The Backyard Breakers, they were giving out, they give a free pack every 10 minutes or whatever. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Got a perfect 10, and the centering got a 9.5. I put for the Jalen a 9. So I'm grading these harsher than Arena Club, but I also said surface might have an issue, and I think there was like a surface area upper left-hand corner issue, but hey, I'm excited to get a 10. So some grades I've been, grading harder than Arena Club does, but then some grades I've been off and they're rating much harsher than what I'm giving. But had to get the Jalen Green. He's been pretty hot. Probably look to sell him maybe next year. Logan Sargent. So I picked up Logan Sargent from a fellow Bay Area card person. Excited to get a 10 here. USA driver in F1, like what's there not to like? I graded this a 10 as well, and I said all things were good. So We're in alignment with Arena Club as well. Shoot, man, if I do another submission, I don't know if I'm gonna be this accurate. All right, 12 cards here. 8-5 on the John Daly. Okay, so this is another action-packed card. So just like the Undertaker card, these cards are, you know, older, and they have like weird edges, and the cards are like wrapped around themselves, like they're kind of like folded into like a burrito in terms of the card. So sick to get an 8-5. Let's see, what is hurting the most? Centering is hurting the most, and what did I put for John Daly here? John Daly I gave, is this gonna break my streak? Oh, the first one. John Daly I put a 7. And so I am off by 1.5 points. This is the first time. So I grade this a little bit harder than what Arena Club graded it. Yeah, 8-5 on the John Daly. Happy that I got higher than I predicted, but this is the first card I scored outside a full point. Ooh. So Mike Pereira, you might wonder why I have this particular card. He actually went to Santa Clara University, and I got a 10. And yep, I gave it a 10 as well. So these cards, this card within a card, it like comes in a protective sleeve, and then there's a mini card inside that protective sleeve. So like there's no way it could have been, you know, in transport had an issue. It'd have to have an issue from factory. So it was protected all its life, so I expect nonetheless to be a 10. So we're back on the streak. We're coming back strong. Hopefully nothing outside of a point. 9-5 on the Rory McIlroy. So Rory McIlroy doesn't have not that many cards. You know, I'm pretty sure he's pretty stingy with his licensing, with his image. So 9-5 on the Rory, and what did I put? I put it as a 9. So I said personally that there could be a centering issue. And yes, there's a centering issue called out by Arena Club, and they said corners as well. So I need to personally get better at rating corners on cards, that's for sure. Ooh, Tiger Woods, okay, a 9 here. I think I probably rated this much harder than a 9. Oh, okay, I gave it an 8, and I stated in my notes the top and bottom back edges were having an issue, and then there was also corner issues. So let's see, edges and cornering had issues. Yeah, the corners, definitely, if I see corner issues, they're going to rate them pretty hardly at 8-5, and that was the worst grade of the 4 subgrades. All right, Brandon Clark with the 8. Yeah, this card was in pretty rough shape. I hope to trade this to Pac-Man. I put 8.5. Okay, so not bad. Only a half point off. I said top right, bottom corners, and then the bottom edges. And then, yeah, edges and corners definitely. If I call out corners, it looks like it's going to be much worse than what I anticipate, because Arena Club looks like they're doing really, really, not stingy, but they really like sharp corners. All right, Michael Jordan got a perfect 10, or a gem, not perfect 10, I misspoke. Michael Jordan got a gem mint 10. I put this card as a 10 as well. Okay, sweet. What did I miss on? I missed on corners and edges. So yeah, you got to make sure your corners and edges are really good for Arena Club, or you're just going to get dinged. But I'm happy to get a 10 here. That is pretty dope. Michael Jordan with the golf club. What's there not to like? All right, Davion Mitchell, Off Night, they call him as a nickname. Interesting that the Panini sticker is really showing here. It says Panini all over that, but what did I put this at? I also gave it a 10. So nothing outside of a point, which is kind of cool. If anything, the centering was a little off, so we'll have to see. But pretty happy that, you know, I'm keeping it pretty consistent. Oh, okay, this is a thick boy card. This is Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer, RIP to Arnie. But yeah, I rated it a 9 as well. I said a top and bottom back centering issue and a scuffed top edge. So I have edges and centering as the issue. And edges 9.5 and centering 9.5. The biggest issue was the corners, and I didn't put anything, oh, I put as the corners. So take that for what you will. But yeah, interesting, but had to put this part as the PC, 2 legends in the game, and to get game-worn memorabilia as well. So that's cool. All right, 4 left. All right, Serena Williams, was hoping to get a perfect 10 out of this. I said maybe the top back edges had an issue, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get dinged for the cornering. Yeah, corners and edges, just a little bit of everything. So yeah, I didn't quite get the 10 on that one. Cooper Kupp downtown with the 9. I really wonder what happened here. Surface was 8.5. Man, I don't know about that one. I feel like the downtown that I submitted was really good. I feel like maybe on the back I had fingerprints or something, but Downtown, kind of disappointing, got a 9. Still within a point of what I guessed. But yeah, I was hoping to get like a 10 or a perfect, to be honest. But yeah, this was a case hit that I pulled. I have a video of me pulling this card live. This is probably one of the best. This is probably the best card that I've pulled from a pack probably ever so far. But I've been ripping that much wax lately. Or I haven't been ripping much wax, but yeah, this is probably the best card that I've pulled. Okay, Tiger Woods Authentic Moments got a 9. I was hoping this was going to get a 10. Yeah, I put 10. I didn't think there was any issues, but yeah, pretty much this got issues on everything. Edges, centering, corners, and surface was the only thing that got a 10. Boy, I need to really pay attention to corners. I'm not very good at assessing corners, and that's where I need to step up my game. All right, and the last card here. Okay, it's a Josh Allen Obsidian card. So this is a die cut card. I gave it a 9. I said the bottom edges might have some issues. The corners look okay. The bottom edges is gonna hurt me the most. So I gave it a 9. Let's see what this gets. A 9.5. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, edges got and surface got the lowest grades. Centering got 9.5 and the corners got 10. Let me finish this up. And now my cards are in my showroom and I can like display them wherever. But yeah, as you can see, this is when the date of the recording. This will probably come out a little bit later than that. Yeah, so what can we glean from this and what do I aim to do? So I aim to submit more cards, but hopefully, you know, by doing this and revealing how I look at cards, I can assess better, you know, my personal cards. So when I submit them, I don't get bad grades when I submit them for grading. And I know Arena Club, it's its own thing and people are going to have their own methodologies and PSA can be completely different, TAG or all the other companies can be completely different, but I want to try to get better at submitting cards to Arena Club and then also getting better grades from Arena Club. So I'll do another submission. We'll reveal all the cards. There's only one card that I got more than a point off, which was the John Daly, and that's because I rated it too low. So that is very interesting as well. But yeah, that was a 1.5 points. But that's why I like the subgrades and the transparency of Arena Club. I'll do another, you know, video on why I like Arena Club personally. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now these are in my showroom. But anyways, that's my latest Arena Club submission and the grades and the guesses of the grades. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoy that one. Keep chasing, and I'll see you in the next one.